Hi folks, welcome to the Senior Tech Club. I hear a lot of you asking, Don, what is this control center that you're such a big fan of? I have to say, it's one of those features of your devices that I think is totally underused, and it's so handy. If you simply want to access the flashlight, you want to take a quick picture, or you want to put your phone into airplane mode. We're going to explore the control center together, so come on into the club room and we'll explore it together. Hi, I'm Don with the Senior Tech Club. Your iPhone and iPad have a control center that provides easiest access to a whole bunch of functions. I think that once you master how to access the control center, I guarantee you will start to use it for accessing some very useful functions on your iPhone or iPad. In this video, we will explore three topics. First, how to access the control center. Secondly, we'll take a tour of some of the essential controls for camera, airplane mode, flashlight, and more. And thirdly, a quick comment about learning more and about customizing the control center. Many people initially discover the control center accidentally when they swiped up from the bottom of the screen. Now that's the action to retrieve the control center. But let's be more definitive about that action. So take this approach. From any screen, whether it's an app, a home screen, or even the lock screen, place your finger next to the home button, not on the home button, but next to it. From there, slowly sweep up until the control center is in view. I want you to practice that a few times so that your action is confident. This is an important step of this lesson. Now, to put it away, you can sweep down or press the home button. I generally prefer pressing the home button to put it away. Now, if you have an iPad, access to the control center is easier if you are using iOS 11 or later. Swiping up from next to the home button still works, but if you are on the home screen or in an app, you can press the home button twice, and that will present the control center adjacent to the multitasking capabilities of your device. Once again, swipe down or press the home button to put it away. Now, if your device is in landscape mode, I'm going to go into the Message app and put it into landscape mode. You will still swipe up from the bottom of the screen, but obviously you don't have the home button there, but you'll still swipe up from the bottom of the screen in order to retrieve the control center. Now, your first practice assignment at the end of this video is to practice those access moves until you are confident in your access. So now that we've learned how to access the control center, let's cover some of the essential and most useful functions that are available. You will find that many of these functions can be accessed elsewhere on your device. For instance, you might use the Settings app or sometimes the home screen or other apps to access these functions. But once you are confident in the control center, you will find that oftentimes it is very easy to access these functions. Now, we're not going to cover all of the items on the control center, but we are going to cover the 10 most essential functions that I think you'll find most useful. Let's get started on our tour. So you've learned how to access the control center. And so we're going to do that, retrieve the control center, and we're going to start on the upper left-hand corner of the control center. Here you will find the airplane icon. This allows you to put your iPhone into airplane mode or turn off airplane mode. This is the easiest way for you to fly with your iPhone. And you can see a lot more detail on this in recipe number 104 on the Senior Tech Club site. Moving below the airplane icon, you have controls for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Wi-Fi is on the left, Bluetooth is on the right. Both of these controls will temporarily turn off your connection to your external devices. So if you want to disconnect Wi-Fi or if you want to disconnect Bluetooth, you have those controls on the control center. You might do this to preserve battery life or if you simply do not want to be connected to external devices. The third item we want to talk about is locking the screen orientation. You already know that when you change from portrait to landscape, your screen display will shift. However, there may be instances where you want to lock the screen orientation so that the screen doesn't shift. A quick note about this. The iPhone does not provide the ability to lock itself in landscape mode. It can be locked in portrait mode. So simply tap the screen orientation lock and that will lock the access. The fourth control I want to talk about is Do Not Disturb. Here. It might be the action that you would do if you sleep in the same room with your phone. It turns off the alerts and ringers. Now there are many more details about Do Not Disturb that are covered in recipe number 407. The fifth item we want to explore is screen brightness. Screen brightness allows you to turn your screen brightness up or down depending upon your personal taste. Now let's proceed to the bottom row of the control center, where you have handy icons that will access some really useful functions within your iPhone or iPad. On the left side, you have a control for the flashlight. This is particularly handy and the only switch on the device that allows you to use your camera flash as a flashlight. It's incredibly handy, and I find myself using it all the time, particularly if I'm trying to read something that needs a little extra light. Adjacent to the flashlight is the timer icon, and it provides quick access to the clock app and setting a timer. So if you are using your iPhone to time an event, like cooking eggs, taking a 20-minute nap, or setting yourself a quick reminder to turn off your gas grill, access to the timer function is quickly available to you. A third item on the control center bottom row is the calculator. Tapping it provides very quick access to the calculator function. And the last item to talk about on that control center bottom row is the camera icon. And it provides the ability to quickly access the camera. The beauty about accessing the camera from here is that you can be working in any other app or on any home screen, and a swipe up from the bottom of the screen and a tap on the camera icon will immediately take you into the camera app. The final command we want to talk about is the music control. And so the music control gives you the ability to pause or restart your music, podcasts, or any other audio that you are listening to. There is more information at theseniortechclub.com, recipe number 103. This includes the ability to customize the control center. What this means is you have the ability to add additional icons to the bottom row of the control center to control additional apps or capabilities. Go online to find this information. So here's what we've done today. We've completed a quick tour of the control center. We also talked about how to access it. I'm hoping that you're getting more and more comfortable with the capabilities of the control center. Thanks for watching. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep sharing. We'll see you around the club room. Bye.